Hello, beautiful. Welcome back, or welcome. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're feeling good. Today, we are going to be focusing on the next 3 months and what you can expect. I want to cover everything, so this is going to be a broad reading on the next 3 months and what you can expect. If you're new here and you need reminding, tarot is a divination tool, it's an intuitive practice. Take what resonates. If something doesn't resonate, simply leave it behind. There's never any need to waste your energy getting upset. Especially over a tarot reading. That's a little silly. Also, there's nuance to every conversation, you guys. I'm a very open-minded person. I try to be as inclusive as possible. If I am leaving out nuance, it's because I'm on a time. There's time in the day, okay? So with that being said, here is a clip of the piles right now.
All right, you guys, these are your 4 piles. We have group number 1 with our angel, aura quartz, geode, heart. We have group number 2 with a necklace that my great-grandmother gave to me. We have group number 3 with the aqua angel aura quartz, and we have group number 4 with our protection charm. If you guys do need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling to you, please feel free to pause the video and meditate right now. If you would like to pick more than one, you're welcome to do so.
All right, you have now picked your pile. Go ahead and check out my description box where I've left you timestamps, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1. Let's go ahead and roll our dice. We have Pisces, just Pisces. Hello, Pisces. We have Cancer and Leo. So July may be significant for you guys with this reading. I want you to keep that in mind, please. We have Scorpio and Gemini. Scorpio and Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, so I have a new deck that I will be using. Shout out to my friend who recommended this to me. I appreciate you, girly. But that's an oracle deck, so we're gonna start here first. I honestly was just looking for a deck, which is why I grabbed this one, because I was like, let's just talk about this while I look. Okay, the next 3 months for group number 1, what can be expected? What can be expected? All right. So, money can be expected. And the way it's showing up, guys, it's not showing up as like you're just stumbling across 100K, okay? It's showing up more in a way where it's like you're taking on more work hours, or you're taking on perhaps even a second job or something like that. It feels like your schedule is really full, which is then bringing in more money. We have the 2 of Wands. I feel like for a lot of you, you are planning for a trip. You're planning for a vacation, maybe even a road trip or something like that. This feels very fun. This 2 of Wands is carrying a lot of fun energy. So I think this is going in a direction of you guys planning something that is more like, ooh, okay? We have the 3 of Pentacles as well. Now, this is talking about working well with others. So you're getting along with the people around you, you guys. Now, this is not like a groundbreaking, like, like you should celebrate and crack open the bottle type of card, but it's telling me that your relationships and the people, again, you're interacting with, it's going to be very harmonious. So if you've been experiencing conflict or disagreements, or people just been annoying you, it's possible that you are entering into the next 3 months perhaps a little bit lighter, a little bit less prickly or agitated. So there is that. The 3 of Wands is a card to get excited about. This is talking about growth. This is talking about experiencing expansion of some sort. I do want to go and get confirmation on this, you guys, because I want to understand further, like, what is this confirmation? How are we expanding? How are we growing? I want to understand this card better. The King of Cups is talking about emotionally feeling really good. Obviously, you guys, like, I live in a part of the United States, unfortunately, that is, you know, seasonal depression is a thing. So the sun is out, the birds are chirping, everyone's smiling, everyone's in a better mood. Like, it just feels so good. So it could be that the next 3 months for you guys, because it's getting warmer, because the weather has improved, you guys are just feeling more emotionally regulated. For others of you, this could have to do with changing perhaps incorporating like healthier habits, getting better sleep, communicating better with your partner, going to therapy. All this is telling me is that emotionally you guys are feeling more regulated. How you do that is obviously going to be up to you. We have Justice, which is representing more harmony, more balance, more peace. Like I said, we got the Queen of Pentacles here, so this is representing more work, okay? Not so much work where you're feeling exhausted and tired and like, what am I doing? But more work in the sense where you are taking on responsibilities, you're taking on perhaps more at work. You're still living a very balanced life. Like you still have time for your family, you still have time for your friends, but I do believe that there will be an increase of money for you guys over the next 3 months, but due to the work and the effort that you're putting in. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is also a card that I will go ahead and pull confirmation on, because this card is talking about change. This card is talking about transformation, and it's hardly ever helpful to be like, change is happening, transformation's happening, and then it's like, what kind of transformation? So let's start with the Three of Wands for the confirmation, and then we'll move to the Six of Swords. Okay. The Five of Pentacles. So yeah, I do think things are improving for you guys financially. Why? Because the Five of Pentacles is talking about your finances sucking or being unhappy with your finances. It also talks about being lonely. So I think socially things are getting better for you guys as well. Again, the reason being is the Five of Pentacles. It's like, I'm down on my luck. I'm not feeling the greatest. Things are a bit tough, or I'm struggling. This is representing that growth, that expansion. Now, obviously, logically, if we're looking at this, we can see this as a situation where our financial struggles are getting worse. However, due to the fact that we have these two cards, the Queen of Pentacles and the Justice card, this is leading me to believe that they are improving. And again, your social situations are improving. The Queen of Pentacles is very hardworking, very ambitious. The Justice card is representing more balance. So I am being led to believe that there is more balance for you financially and personally. And then obviously the Six of Swords showing up is representing change, things transforming. Now I want to make it very clear, guys, financial hardship comes in different forms, right? What financial hardship for me is maybe different than what it is for you, right? And vice versa. So I want you guys to look at it as like, okay, am I feeling satisfied? Is there something that I'm wanting to buy or something that I'm wanting to save for? And I feel like I haven't been able to save, or I've been spending too much, or I've been doing this, or I've been doing that. Maybe you're wanting to pay off some loans or your credit card bill, or maybe you're wanting to save for a house, right? Others of you, it could quite literally be like, I'm struggling to pay my bills. I'm struggling to pay this or to pay that. This is representing improvements in that area, regardless of where you are at in life. Some of you watching this have plenty of money and you're like, I'm not stressed financially. You could be put in a position where you have the ability to gain or obtain even more, okay? So let's go ahead and get some confirmation on that Six of Swords. Perfect. Leveling up. So everything I just said, to me, through this card is being confirmed. Why? The Page of Pentacles is literally us improving, us leveling up. So, all right. I love that for you guys. The change you're experiencing in the next 3 months is going to be that of improving. Now, I am aching to get into this deck. Again, shout out to my friend who recommended this deck to me. I absolutely love it. I did shuffle this and spend a few weeks by myself with this deck, just using it for my own personal use and like friends and family. And it's a great deck, so I'm excited. Can we please get a message in regards to what? She's so beautiful. So we have the woman here. So feminine energy showing up, I think is really beautiful. The reason being is this is the energy of natural flow. This is the energy of receiving. This is the energy of, when I see feminine energy, it's like things are coming to me naturally. I'm not overexerting myself to obtain the things that I want. Am I putting in effort? Yes, but I'm not breaking my back to receive, okay? All right. Can I please? We have the Fox. This is behaving in a way that is very clever. I know sometimes decks like this use their own definitions. However, like for me, inherently, foxes represent that energy of like, I am making moves, I'm making plans, and I'm doing so in a very clever fashion. So you guys perhaps are operating or moving forward the next 3 months in a very calculated fashion. Can I please, some of you, hold on. The lilies are here as well. Yeah. So I don't want to speak about motherhood because I don't feel necessarily comfortable being like, oh, some of you guys are going to be entering into motherhood. That is obviously very possible with the woman here, with the lilies here. However, I am seeing these 3 cards that have popped out as most of you watching this are women. You are making plans for yourself and you are being very meticulous and calculated about where you are putting your energy. You are wanting, right, your garden to grow, but you're not showing up and just aimlessly like throwing water on a random patch of grass. Like, you are being very intentional with where you're putting your energy. You're being very intentional with how you are focusing your resources, okay? All right, let's continue. Can I please get a message for group number 1 about what they can expect over the next 3 months? We have knowledge and distrust, okay? So you guys are trusting yourselves. You guys are using the knowledge that you have obtained to make the decisions over the next 3 months. Distrust is very tricky. Obviously, it's possible that some of you guys are struggling with distrust. To me, when I see this, like using the knowledge that I possess to make decisions that are informed for me, right? Making my best informed decisions. You guys may be receiving information as well that kind of readjusts your perspective. We have determination and certainty. All right. And inspiration and gratitude. So entering into perhaps a phase where you are feeling more grateful, where you are feeling more inspired, excited about what is to come. I do want to get a few more before I let you guys go. What is the focus over the next 3 months? We have the ring here, you guys. Some of you guys could be getting engaged. I see this as commitment, okay? Whether this is with another person or whether this is like committing to yourself, I see this as like, I am making a commitment. I'm making a promise to myself, or somebody else is making a promise to me. So that is very exciting. We have a letter here as well, communication coming through. You guys could be receiving a text message, an email, or a letter that is bearing positive news. We also have the locket here. So this could be taken in a few different ways, like somebody giving you their heart or you protecting yours. And then the sickle, this is removing something that is no longer of use, something that we no longer need. So going back to that 6 of Swords, the 6 of Swords really representing the energy of I'm moving forward. I am excited about what's to come because I'm focusing on leveling up. I'm focusing on improving. And I think the way in which you guys are improving has a lot to do, again, with your professional life and creating balance professionally and personally. Now, the improvements that I'm seeing personally feel more so like, it feels not necessarily like you're meeting someone new or that there's this monumental relationship coming into your life, but like your relationships are becoming more peaceful, more balanced. And what that looks like, again, for you is going to be different for each individual watching. For some of you, it's going to be, I just have, or I'm making more intentional time to spend time with my family or to spend time with my friends. I'm reaching out more, or I'm going out of my way to socialize. So that is what we have with that. I do feel like there is still a bit to be desired here from this reading. So let's keep going. We have the Judge. We have unexpected joy. And we have misfortune. Okay. So I want to, obviously, I really hate that misfortune showed up, but I do want to go ahead and see like why that's here. Unexpected joy is fantastic. It could be that something is falling apart, right? There's this misfortune that's happening that is then leading to unexpected joy. And the reason I'm saying that again, you guys, is because the base of this reading was so positive that it makes me believe that moving forward, the next 3 months are going to be positive. So let's understand the misfortune. Yeah, something is coming to a close. Sorry. What is coming to a close, or how is this leading to unexpected joy? All right. We have Judgment here again, and the Seven of Pentacles, okay? The Seven of Pentacles is showing up every day and working really hard to receive something that you want. So the misfortune could be like, oh, my work hours have gotten longer, but it's leading to me having more money. Or perhaps I'm changing my work environment and I'm going to miss my old coworkers. I'm going to miss my old work environment, but I'm receiving fair compensation or benefits or a shorter commute, right? So we're giving up something that we want or like, enjoy, in replace for something better. That is all I have for you today. I do hope that today's message was helpful. Overall, I'm seeing an increase of productivity when it comes to your finances and balance when it comes to your social life / personal relationships. There is a transition, you guys, but the transition, like I said, doesn't seem to be this monumental, like life-changing event. It does seem more subtle, but it seems subtle in a really productive way. So that's what I have. I'm sending you love. I hope you enjoyed. That's all I got. So bye. Hello, group 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. We will start off with our dice. We have Cancer and Capricorn, the mother and the father. Okay, so some of you may be getting pregnant. Okay, some of you guys may be starting a family. Obviously, that is not for everybody, but some of you, that may be the case. We have Aries and Leo. Hello, Aries. Hello, Leo. Oh, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Gemini. Oh, Gemini and Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, guys. All right, let's go ahead and start our shuffle. Can we please get an understanding of what can be expected for group number 2 over the next 3 months? Okay. Oh, okay. Dang, I know I said this isn't going to be a love reading, you guys, and if you don't want a love reading, literally pick a different pile. Literally pick a different pile right now, because this is probably going to be a love reading. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which obviously, starting us off, the Ten of Pentacles has to do with what? Money. Why? Because the Pentacles have to do with money. So yes, some of you guys could be making investments over the next 3 months that are going to be really positive for you in the long haul, okay? So this isn't... right? This is like investing in your education, investing in property, investing in stocks and crypto. This is not financial advice, you guys. I am not an accountant. Do not do these things. Consult a professional. But that's what this is representing, okay? It's representing making investments that are long-term and not just short-term. And again, you are an adult, hopefully, watching this. You have to be the one to decide like what that means for you. I know for me, right, that would come in the form of like purchasing a home. That would come in the form of investing in other things that are going to grow over time. I'm trying to like... This is good, okay? This is really, really positive for financial investments and improving financially. And again, this could be your education that you're improving or that you are investing in. Investing in yourself, you guys, is always, almost always a wise decision. So there's that. Now we have the Eight of Wands. This is representing things moving very quickly, rapid pace, rapid movement. Oftentimes when that shows up, I do see that as life just being kind of busy. Not necessarily that things are literally moving super quickly, but that life is busy. It's full. There's a lot going on, so time seems or feels like it's moving a bit quick. Now, this is why I feel like we are entering into a passionate love situation. For those of you who are single, to me, this would represent your love life heating up and meeting somebody and falling in love and potentially like spending a significant period of time with this person. For those of you in a relationship, I would see this as elevating the relationship or reigniting a flame. The reason I'm saying this, you guys, we'll start here, okay? This is very basic. Passion showing up, excitement showing up, potential for the future. Sometimes, you guys, this does represent children, and like wanting or having a desire to reproduce. This is, I see, like I said, growth for the future, potential in the future. This is two people coming together and choosing each other. This is two people coming together and saying, hey, like, I think having you in my life is going to be a net positive. So like, I want you in my life. Now, could this be seen as like a career move? Like making career moves that are going to be beneficial for you long-term? Sure. But traditionally, this is talking about our emotions, okay? The 10 of Cups. This is talking about family, having all of your emotional needs. I don't want to say all of your emotional needs met, but like the majority of them. Like you feel happy, you feel positive, you feel in love, right? Potentially, again, starting a family with somebody. So these 3 cards are what made me feel like this was leaning in the direction of love. If you want to apply this to career or your education or friendship, you're free to do that, you guys. I promise, again, like I talk about love so much here because that's what people want to see. I am not this like, oh, like I just love love and like la 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 la. Like I'm not a fairy tale type of girl, but this is what's coming up. So anyways, we have the 4 of Pentacles. This is talking about protecting yourself, you guys, financially as well. This could be talking about investing or, again, being very careful with how you are spending your money. I think, honestly, you guys, with the climate that we are in, it is probably very wise at this time to invest in protecting yourself. What does that mean? How much money are you spending? Getting a strong budget in order. Whether you have a lot of money or no money, like it's wise for everybody at this time to be more aware of what they are bringing in, putting out. Okay. Now, emotionally, that could be talking about entering again into a new relationship, meeting somebody new and being a little bit hesitant about opening up. I want to get one more tarot card before we jump into the oracles. Can I? Okay. 7 of Wands. This is talking about jealousy, you guys. Now, I want to break this down because I do think that sometimes when I communicate to you guys, there are some of you who are like not, I don't know if it's the way that I'm communicating or it's the way that, I don't know, if there's like a barrier, right? But the 7 of Wands is jealousy. Now, if we can break this down, the way that this comes across, it's like I'm gaining something of value or I'm entering into a stage of my life that is very abundant, I guess I could say. I feel like that word is very overused, so I want to use a different word. I'm entering into a phase of my life where I'm happy, where I'm feeling successful, where I'm confident, where I'm proud of myself, where I'm in love, right? Now, you may be saying like none of that is necessarily jealousy, but oftentimes, you guys, you're not going like logically, right? Like think with me. You're not going to be jealous of somebody who's doing worse than you. Like you're just not. That doesn't make any logical sense to be jealous of a person who's having a hard time in life. Like that doesn't make sense. So this is actually a positive thing from my perspective, that you're entering into a phase where other people are looking at you and they're saying, hey, Sarah has this, Sarah has that. Sarah met this amazing man and he treats her like gold and he buys her flowers and he kisses her toes and screw Sarah, okay? But no, like Sarah, you're just winning, okay? You're just on top. You're just that girl and they're mad, right? Or Sarah is making so much money. Sarah is literally making so much money and she didn't even work hard. She didn't even complete school and she doesn't deserve. No, Sarah, you're just a baddie and you're making your bag, okay? We're happy for you, Sarah. So my perspective is this, guys. When jealousy is showing up, it's because it's either we're dealing with somebody who is considered valuable. I hate using that verbiage, but valuable. Or we are entering into a phase in our life where we're winning. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, let's keep shuffling. Can I get a message for group number 2? Look, what I said, we're winning. I said we are winning. We have the clover, guys. Now, all of us, collectively, the clover is what? Luck, okay? I adore this for you guys, group 2, because this is, like, this is what I was saying with this. And again, a lot of people look at jealousy and they go, ew, that's ugly. Like, I don't want people jealous of me. And obviously, like, yeah, it would be nice if we could all win and, like, people weren't jealous. But realistically, that's what happens when you do really, really well. Does that always happen? No. Does it happen sometimes? Yes. So we have to acknowledge that. And the fact that luck is here, it tells me that you are doing a lot of this. You're obtaining a lot of this in a way where you're not, I said this in the last reading, like, you're not breaking your back, or you're not in the mindset of, like, I have to overextend myself or my energy or my resources in order to obtain this. It's like there is a hint of luck, or there's a hint of things coming to you naturally. We have travel. So some of you guys may be traveling in the next 3 months or planning a trip, which is very exciting. Some of you guys could be moving, okay? This doesn't necessarily need to be an overseas move. It could be down the street, but this could be representing moving as well, obviously, because the ship is travel. It's going from one location to another. So take that as you will. It will pertain to each of you differently. Ooh, I like that. Okay, guys, I am just noticing this bee here. The bee on this clover is telling me that you are taking this period of your life, this lucky opportunity or this lucky circumstance that you're finding yourself in, and you're creating more from it, okay? You are not just riding the wave, you are taking this opportunity and it's expanding beyond what it is in the current moment, what it is in the current 3 months. And again, for some of you, this could have to do with love and relationships, right? Like meeting someone and feeling really lucky. Like, if I didn't go to this place on this night, like, I wouldn't have met John. So, you know, I love this for you guys. Can I get a message for group? Okay, we have a house. Like I said, some of you guys could be moving your living situation around, changing your living situation. Some of you guys could be purchasing a house. Like I was talking about with the investments, I am not a financial advisor and I am not giving financial advice. Especially right now, guys, like, I don't know, like, things are looking a little hairy. But if you have the ability to, and you are not overextending your resources or yourself, perhaps you are looking into purchasing a home, perhaps you are looking into having more security in regards to your home. Some of you guys are quite literally just moving homes. We have the letter here. This is very similar to pile 1, which I find interesting. The letter is referencing communication. I'm assuming it's positive communication. I will go ahead and try to get some information on that. Okay. The 9 of Cups. Yeah, positive communication coming in for you guys over the next few months. That doesn't mean it's an ex, guys. I have realized that sometimes when I say positive communication, some people are taking it as like an ex. That's not necessarily what that means. It could, but that's not necessarily what that means. Can I get a message? Oh, we have friendship here, you guys, with the 11th house of community. So some of you guys are perhaps making really strong and deep connections with a friend. This could even be that romantic situation we were talking about, feeling like this person is your friend. We are releasing our past or something from our past in the next 3 months. A lot of you guys are falling in love over the summer. A lot of you guys are meeting somebody, and I don't want to make this sound like the love of your life, but a lot of you guys could very well be meeting somebody that you want to spend, or your intentions are to spend a significant period of time with this person. The fact that Venus is here, you guys, the fact that the Clover's here, the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, like, it's very obvious that the message is expect love. Expect to feel the feeling of falling in love, or strengthening the relationship that you currently have, or improving on your communication with your partner, your intimacy with your partner, things like that. Okay. The bouquet. I do oftentimes see the bouquet as like romance and experiencing romance. If you are a woman or man who likes flowers and you want flowers from your partner, you guys, it's okay to demand that. I've seen so many videos recently of people being like, you don't deserve flowers, yada yada. You guys, you deserve flowers, okay? And if you want flowers, it's okay to ask for them. I have so many people in my life personally who don't feel confident enough to ask for flowers, and I think that this is such a reasonable request. So ask for those flowers if you want those flowers. But this is essentially just representing romance. For some of you, it could be representing abundance. I feel like that word, like I said, is very tired, but I love this for you guys. I'm also seeing this as luck, like wishing upon a star, making a wish on a star, receiving that wish. I love the next 3 months for you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it feels, I don't want to say abnormally positive, but it feels rather positive. Okay, can I get, you guys are traveling. And if you're not traveling, you need to plan something to travel to. And I don't care if it's like you're going camping, okay, 2 hours away. I don't care if it's you're going to the next city over. I don't, like, you need to go travel over the next, like, you need to get out. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to go have fun. If you can afford to go travel, you guys, please go travel. We need to get out of our comfort zone. That's 100% what that's saying. And then we have the house again. Okay, girls, some of you are for sure, like purchasing a home. You're moving homes. There is improvements happening in the 4th house of your chart, okay? You guys are improving the home. You're improving your living environment, or you're moving, you're purchasing a home. Maybe you're even just buying things for your home that's making you feel more safe or secure or happier, right? Okay, so the main messages for you guys over the next 3 months: travel, okay? If you don't have travel planned and you can reasonably book travel, please book travel. I don't care where you go. You just need to get out of your comfort zone and explore. Definitely, you guys, there are either improvements happening in the home, or we're moving, purchasing a home, something like that. And then love, okay? And I do see platonic love here as well with the 11th house. This is friendship, this is networking, this is social media. So some of you guys, like, you are just connecting to people online, or you are connecting to friends and building a community platonically. But for a lot of you, there is improvements happening in your love life. There's improvements happening with your current relationship or with a new relationship, okay? And I feel that very strongly. Like, that feels like the core message is like romantic relationships improving, romantic relationships coming in, that feeling of falling in love, that feeling of the butterflies and the, oh, I'm so excited to see them. That's what I'm picking up on. So that's all I have for you. I love you so much, group 2. Thank you so much for being amazing and beautiful and wonderful, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. That's all I got. So bye. Hey Diva, let's do our roll. Okay, we've got Gemini and we've also got Taurus. Sorry. We have Taurus, and they said, you know, how dare you forget I? How dare you forget I? Hello, Taurus. I love you so much. Actually, so much. We've got Scorpio and Taurus, the sister signs. I know that was on Aries. It landed on Taurus. So Scorpio, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Mainly Taurus energy, you guys. Venus energy. Money, love, potential. Okay, so let's start our shuffle. Can I please? Nothing is happening for you over the next 3 months. You are going to be exactly where you are right now. I'm just kidding. The Hanged Man, you guys, does talk about things being stagnant. So, like, realistically, is that possible? Obviously. The Hanged Man talks about a need to release something prior to being able to move on, to move forward. And obviously, you guys, this actually pertains to every single reading that you will receive, either from me or anybody else. If you don't choose to do anything different and you are unhappy, most likely things are not going to change, at least in any type of like rapid fashion. So this is always kind of a thing. Like, no matter what reading you're getting or who you're getting it from, if you don't make a change, most likely, or if there's nothing going on, you can usually expect the same thing to continue to happen. Change is inevitable, but rapid change or change in the immediate future tends to be something that you have to provoke. So there's something we have to let go of in order to move forward. Let's see what else we got. We have the Knight of Swords. This is ambition and a desire to move forward, okay? The Knight of Swords is really special because this is oftentimes indicating an individual who's very driven and has a clear vision for their future, has a clear vision for what they want to do, where they want to go. We've got the Seven of Swords as well. The Seven of Swords, this is telling me there's something that we have to prioritize, you guys. I'm honestly feeling like the next 3 months is the time for you guys to lock in, okay? Now, I don't know if this has to do with your education. The reason why I'm pushing towards that type of energy is because the sword cards do tend to be focused on the mind and our knowledge and like what we can take from that. So for a lot of you who picked this pile, there's something that you need to learn or something you've been meaning to learn. This could be in a traditional setting such as, you know, signing up for university, going and taking an online course or an online class. For others of you, this very well could be needing to read more, needing to exercise your mind. I don't care how old you are never going to be too old to learn. You're never going to be too old or too smart or too intelligent to take in new information. That's how you keep your brain healthy. That's how you keep yourself sharp, is by constantly taking in new information. So the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords could be indicating taking in new information or needing to take in new information. Priorities are being set over the next 3 months, guys, okay? Can I please get... Okay, so going out, having fun, and the Death card. The King of Wands is indicating going out and socializing, okay? Feeling confident, feeling attractive, socializing. Death is representing something coming to a close. I'm not sure. The only card that's not really making sense to me is the King of Wands. I'm not understanding why he's here, so I do want to get more information on him and Death. Okay, so this is not that bad. I'm going to be really honest, guys. It could be a lot worse. This is indicating that you guys have to prioritize. You have to figure out what's important to you. Do you guys want to continue going out and behaving or living the life that you're currently living? Again, if you're happy, if you feel fulfilled, that's good. Keep doing that. If you've been feeling a lack of fulfillment, if you've been going out and you've been consuming adult beverages, or if you've been going out and engaging in casual relationships that make you feel empty, if you've been spending your money on silly things, if you have been hanging out with people who don't make you feel good or who make you feel bad about yourself or your life, like, or if you're continuing to study in a major that doesn't make you happy, or you're working a job that doesn't make you happy, if you're in a marriage that doesn't make you happy, like, are these things making you happy? Is essentially the question for you. Is this how you want your life to go? Is this the path that you see your life going down? If the answer is no, like, no, I'm not happy. Yes, I want change. I don't want to be in this relationship forever, or I don't want to be going out to the bars forever, or I don't want to be hanging out with these people forever. Like, what can we do right now to make that change? The Tower is here to represent change, not to represent doom and gloom, not to scare you, but to say, hey, like, maybe it's time to reevaluate. And then Death coming up now makes obviously a lot more sense. There has to be a shift or a change in what we are doing. Okay. So if you can't tell, guys, this does seem to be a bit of a heavier reading. I was not intending on doing a group 4, but because this is heavier, I will go ahead and do an extra group. Let's get one more or two. Yeah, okay. So the Eight of Swords. This is talking about feeling trapped. This is feeling like we're stuck, feeling like we can't move. Temperance is a need to rebalance. So the next 3 months, you guys, again, this isn't meant to scare you. This is not meant to make you feel like, oh no, like my life is about to go downhill. No, this is representing opportunity for you to make changes that you've been wanting to make. Again, if you're happy, if life has been going good, you probably picked the wrong pile, guys, because like this is for people who aren't even necessarily experiencing bad things, but who are just unhappy, who are just waiting for a sign or waiting for something to like shake them into making a shift. And maybe this isn't the shake. Maybe you need a harder shake, but for those of you where this is enough, like this is your sign, like it's time to make the change that you've been thinking about making. It's time to go down a different path. It's time to cut off that friend. It's time to break up with that toxic person. It's time to leave that job. It's time to sign up for those classes. It's time to go to the gym. It's time to sleep at a reasonable hour. Like the changes you've been thinking about, this is it. You need to, it's time to do that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the oracle cards, you guys. Can I please get, we are manifesting. Okay, so this is hope. A message coming through. You guys got this, all right? If you're scared that like, I can't do this, I can't defeat this enemy. For some of you, this enemy could be an addiction. When I say addiction, I want you guys to understand I use that term very loosely. It could be very serious. It could be less serious. You could feel intimidated by confronting this enemy. You could feel intimidated by confronting this bad habit or this chore of like, oh, like I know I need to go sign up for classes, but I'm scared. Or I know I need to cut off that friend, but like I'm scared or I'm sad about it, or I don't want to do this. Right? Like there are things that you know you need to do. There are things that you know you need to lock in on, and you are hesitant to do so out of the fear of change. And I want you to know that fearing change is normal. It's not abnormal. It's completely fair to be scared. You cannot allow fear to control your life. You cannot allow fear prevent you from living the life you want to live. So this is again your sign. The enemy is in front of you and you have full permission to address that now. And I think these next 3 months is a really good time to do that. We have inconsistent. Some of you guys are your own enemy. Some of you guys are being inconsistent and that's why you're not seeing results. Some of you guys are being very up and down with the life you want to live, with the people you're engaging with your standards, with your boundaries. You're being inconsistent with perhaps your health goals, your education goals, your financial goals. You're being inconsistent and you have to address the inconsistency within yourself. This cannot be addressed by somebody else. I cannot tell you what to do on how to fix this. You are an adult. You have to fix this yourself, because if somebody else comes in and fixes it for you, it's not going to be a long-term tweak, okay? This is going to be a shorter message. I'm probably just going to pull this deck and then an astrology deck and leave it there because I feel like the message is very clear cut. Can I please get okay. So I always try to speak about everybody's religion with respect, and I never want to make anybody feel like bad about what they believe in, whether you're spiritual, whether you're religious. It is not my place. This isn't my path to tell other people what is right and what is wrong. I am not somebody who is religious. I'm sure most of you guys are aware of that, but I do think that there are really powerful and beautiful aspects to religion, such as the structure that it brings to a lot of people, or the like the moral code, right? Like forgiveness and love and this and that. Like I think that those things are beautiful. And with this cross here, you guys, to me, what this is saying for a lot of you is now is probably a really great time for you guys to become more structured in your habits and what you are wanting to move towards. Some of you guys may as well need to have a stronger foundation when it comes to your spiritual practices. Again, for some people, religion is that foundation, and that's okay. Like, if you feel like more spiritually connected through practicing this or practicing that, like I think that's amazing. But for some of you, that groundedness of having something that is more structured could be really productive. Crossroads, okay? This is not a bad thing, you guys. This is not a bad thing. This is an opportunity for change. And I think it's an opportunity for good change. Now, it may be more difficult for some of you than for others, but I think that it's nonetheless an opportunity to shift the direction of your life. It's funny because we have north and south, and obviously like the north node is like what we are meant to move towards. The south node is what we're leaving behind. It's what we no longer need, or what's something that we can no longer hold on to. So I do think it's interesting, the future and the past showing up here. Can I get final messages for group? This is very clear, cut, and dry, guys, okay? The next 3 months, there may be things that you need to let go of that have been holding you back, that have been repressing you, that have been stopping you from shining the way that you are meant to shine. I don't want you guys to be fearful of this obstacle. I don't want you guys to be fearful of what you are meant to release, because I genuinely mean it when I say this, you guys. I really do think it's beautiful. I think I've been very transparent here. Maybe I haven't, but I think I have been. The last 2 years I've been going through my Saturn return, and it's been hell. It's been actually like worst 2 years of my adult life, 0 out of 10 stars. But at the same time, I look back on these last 2 years and I'm so much happier that I went through everything that I went through, because it taught me so much. I think I'm a better person today than I was 2 years ago. I think I'm stronger. I think I'm more responsible. And I honestly would do it again to have the person that I am now. And the fact that you guys have Saturn in the 8th house here, some of you guys may be going into your Saturn return. Saturn is about to enter into Aries for a period of time, and then it's going back into retrograde. But don't fear the change, okay? Don't fear the lessons. Don't fear things that you may have to let go of. In the moment, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be hesitant to let go of things that are familiar. But I want you guys to trust yourself and to trust this process of moving forward. And no matter what you do, don't lose this. No matter what you do moving forward, you guys, do not lose this, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. You will see progress. You will see things progressing, okay? So that's what I have for you guys, group number 3. I love you so much. You do have this, and I'm not just saying this, I really do freaking mean it. You have this. Stay strong. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of future you. I'm proud of you today. I'm sending you so much love, and that is all I've got. Sure. Hello, beautiful group number 4, my last pile of the day. Let's do the dice, yeah? We have Aries and we have Pisces. Hello, Aries. Hello, Pisces. It's so interesting because the last pile was giving the transition of Saturn from Pisces to Aries. Then we have Pisces and Aries here. So some of you guys may be feeling that transition. We have Aries and Libra. Hello, Aries. Hello, Libra. And we have my beautiful babes, the Earth signs, Capricorn and Taurus. Okay, let's go ahead and start our shuffle. Okay, we're making plans. We are making plans for the future. The Two of Swords is a fun card because I always feel like when this shows up, it's like you guys are looking forward to the future, or you guys have things to look forward to in regards to your future, because you have this Two of Swords. You have planning ahead, right? You have this opportunity to go down a different path. You have this opportunity to choose. Sometimes with this card, right, although it's talking about planning ahead and choosing, like, do I go left? Do I go right? Sometimes there can be a bit of confusion. There can be a bit of like, what is the right thing for me to do? And I want you guys to be prepared for a decision. Be prepared to make a decision that may not be the easiest in the next 3 months. Can I get confirmation on this Two of Swords, please? The Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is talking about putting up your guard, being a bit protective of yourself, putting on armor, okay? Let's continue. Can we get a message? This is such a pretty card. I really love this deck. But this card specifically is like so beautiful to me. But the Eight of Cups is one of my favorite cards because it's a card that represents leaving behind something that you at one point really loved, something that at one point you looked at and you were like, oh, this is it. And then you woke up one day after 3 years and you realized like, oh, like this isn't resonating with me anymore. This isn't making me happy anymore. Maybe it's time for me to move forward. And I think it takes a lot of bravery and courage to face that, and to live in that truth and to move forward instead of holding yourself down to something that's safe and familiar and comfortable. And this Eight of Cups is representing the bravery that it requires to move forward. So you guys could be behaving in a very courageous manner over the next 3 months and making a shift that's a bit scary or unfamiliar, I should say. We have the Magician here, so I think you guys should feel confident about the direction you're going. Regardless of the fear you may feel or the hesitancy, I think you guys should feel confident about the direction that you're going in. The Magician tells us that you have what is required. You have what is needed in order to create what you want. It's a matter of you utilizing that, what's in front of you, the tools in your toolbox, okay? We have the Sun here. The Sun is success, happiness, radiance, love, magic, beauty, abundance. Like the Sun's just everything that's great and beautiful. Love that. Okay. Can we get Four of Wands? Okay, so this is stability, celebration. Sometimes this does represent marriage, you guys. So far what I'm getting for you guys, group number 4, is there's a decision that has to be made. We're going into this decision with the mindset of, I'm a bit nervous, or I feel like I have to put on a brave face. I feel like I have to have this tough exterior because I don't know what's coming forward, right? I don't know what is to be expected with this decision that I'm making. I'm leaving behind something that I'm comfortable with. I'm leaving behind something that I'm familiar with and that at one point I really loved. But I'm moving forward and I'm trusting myself. I'm trusting my abilities. I'm trusting the magic within me. I'm experiencing more success, more happiness, more love. I have more stability in my life, right? Potentially some of you guys are entering into a phase where you are coming into a partnership that's going to be more long-term, more long-lasting. And when I say partnership, you guys, that doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be professional. Okay. We have strength here. So this is feeling strong emotionally, mentally. One more. The Ten of Wands, having a lot to bear on your shoulders. This is responsibilities. Now, responsibilities, you guys, are not necessarily a bad thing. Responsibilities could represent really great things, right? Like being in a position of power. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with power, right? Being in a romantic partnership or professional partnership, there are burdens, there are responsibilities that come with that. And that can feel heavy, but those are beautiful things to be a part of, right? So experiencing more on your shoulders, more responsibility, more on your plate. But I do think that this is all good. Can we please get a message for group number 4 about what is to be expected over the next 3 months? Okay, we have the sickle, guys. So let's connect this back. The Eight of Cups, leaving something behind. We're releasing ourselves, okay, from something that we were previously attached to. We have the Whip, okay? The Whip, to me, is referencing getting into shape, and I'm not talking about physical shape. I mean mental shape. I mean, like, we are focused. We are cracking the whip on ourselves, or perhaps we feel like life is cracking the whip on us. It's also very possible, you guys, again, this isn't literally the Two of Swords, but usually the Two of Swords is being presented in this like crossroads type of fashion, the way that the Whip is. So I do find that interesting as well. We have the Birds. This is communication, learning, taking in new information, communication, like I said. Some of you guys may be needing to be heard. I don't know if that's like creatively heard or like vocally. Maybe you're a singer, maybe you're a performer and you want to be heard in that aspect. This could even be being heard in your relationship. Okay. This could be representing passion, you guys, new life. I think that's really funny. Hold on, guys. We have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, which we had the Sun show up earlier. But the stork is representing, you guys, like new life, okay? This is very spring energy. This is connected to fertility, bringing in either literally new life or figuratively new life, okay? All right. Can we have a message, please, for group number 4? We have merriment. We have death. So this is not surprising, you guys, considering the fact that we have, again, that 8 of Cups. We're leaving something behind. Death is a version of leaving something behind, right? We do have space love. So for some of you, you could be entering into a phase in your life where you're experiencing love in a, I don't want to say unique way, because that just, I don't know, that doesn't sound correct, but you're experiencing love perhaps in a way that you have yet to experience it before. And this, again, does not necessarily need to be romantic. For some of you, it definitely could be, but it doesn't have to be that for all of you. Okay. So happiness, love, our heart is feeling very full. We're experiencing a letting go process. Oh, natural instincts, socializing, travel, or moving. Okay, this could even be engaging with somebody or connecting with somebody who comes from a different cultural background than yourself. When I say culture, you guys, as well, I want to be clear, I'm not just talking about like a different country or a land far, far away. I grew up in California. I am very Californian in my, at least I think, in my mannerisms and the way that I speak, in yada, 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 yada. The person I'm dating grew up on the East Coast from Boston. He's very much like that. We come from very, very different cultures, even though we are the same. So anyways, different cultures. You could be connecting with someone from a different culture or traveling, potentially moving. The garden could be representing socializing more, or putting in a lot of hard work and effort towards something that you have a desire to see grow. And then we have our basic instincts showing up here with the bear. So having all of our basic requirements met: food, water, shelter, feeling safe, feeling protected. Your root chakra is feeling very strong, very firm, okay? And for our last deck, we will do bloop, 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 some astrology cards. Can I please get a message for group 4 about what is expected over the next 3 months? We have healing here with Chiron. This is the wounded healer. So potentially trying to heal others when you still have healing that you need to do yourself. So make sure to prioritize yourself, group number 4, in regards to things that you need to heal or things that you need to work on. And I also want to say this, healing is a process. I think sometimes when I'm speaking in these readings, I do word it in a way where I'm like, oh, you need to focus on healing before you do that. But healing is a process, and sometimes healing can take a lifetime. And I acknowledge that. I've never thought otherwise. I think, again, like I said, sometimes in the readings, when I say things, I'm just trying to get the information out. We have Virgo here, which is interesting as well. This is talking about routine. This is talking about organization and analyzing your life, analyzing things, again, perhaps that you want to shift. But I really do see this as getting strong in a routine, like setting down firm, like I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to focus on this and then I'm going to focus on that. Could even be taking in new information, you guys. And then we have Taurus here. This is cultivate, luxury, abundance, beauty, a full life. Essentially what I'm seeing for you guys, and it's going to be different, again, for all of you. I say this in every reading, but it feels to me like a transitional period of like, I'm choosing this. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like something that is necessarily abrasive, but it feels like I'm choosing to make a shift in my life. And this shift is bringing stability. This shift is bringing perhaps a new routine, opportunities to heal, opportunities to have, like I said, my basic needs met, opportunities for new love. The fact that you have so many positive cards here, let me just pick out all the most positive ones. Like, these are all, and you have even more than this. These are all the most positive cards that you have that came up. And I really, really feel like the next 3 months, for the most part, it's representing this merriment. It's representing being happy with the decisions that we're making, being happy with the path that we have chosen. Cultivating, again, a life that brings us this energy of the sun, that makes us feel like I don't need a vacation from my life, right? Like I'm happy with what I'm doing. I feel fulfilled with what I'm doing, with what I'm focusing on, with where I'm putting my energy. So anyways, guys, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much, group number 4. I'm sending you so much love. I hope you enjoyed, and that is all I got. So